hope you're there. Hey, how you doing? But guess what? Not only am I going to be on Clubhouse today, and many shouts out to the remarkable Miss Kim Jacobs of the Kim Jacobs Show. I also got my homeboy here with me today, Dr. DJ Mike J is here today with me. So look, I'm going to get him right quick. And y'all go ahead, like, share, start a watch party, and run and tell somebody. We're only going to be here before you for a couple of minutes as we talk about how to elevate yourself in a digital world. I'm going to get the DJ, Dr. DJ Mike J. That's right. All the way from Kansas City. Don't tell his mother that I said that. She might come get me, y'all. All right, I'll be right back. That's right, I'm on the mic today with the remarkable Dr. DJ Mike J, and he's got something to say as we share how to elevate yourself in a digital world. And make sure you check me out tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with the host of the Kim Jacobs Show, the remarkable Kim Jacobs. Here we go. There we go, y'all. Welcome to the street. Woo! Come on, y'all. Hey.
Hey, Dr. Lotus Fache, how you doing?
I am wonderful doctor.
Yes.
Mike Freeland.
Hey.
Thank you for joining me for a few minutes. I know you got a lot going on and you're on the road, but you took some time out of your busy day.
Yes.
You know, folks, for y'all just coming to join us, DJ Mike J and I, we were chit-chatting, and I was like, hey, I'm going to be on Clubhouse today. I'm being interviewed by the amazing Kim Jacobs of the Kim Jacobs Show. And so we started chatting about, you know, what you're going to be talking about. How to elevate yourself in the digital world. And Dr. DJ Mike J, you have really elevated yourself in the digital world.
Yes.
And so I wanted to kind of chat with all the folks and kind of get your kind of take on why is it important to elevate yourself in the digital world. And of course, I'm going to show this because this is my girl, Kim Jacobs, and this is where I'm going to be tonight. So let's go ahead and cut it up about this.
Yes, absolutely. You know, when it comes to being seen, you know, the thing is I spent a lot of years as a DJ behind closed doors, as they say, because I didn't have access, and nor was I even interested in having access to the digital platforms that were out here, because I was so content with what was going on around me that I just settled for where I was at. But one thing I learned about the digital world is that it's endless. There's a lot of possibilities and endless possibilities. So here's the thing. What I say when it comes to elevating yourself in the digital world, the first thing that you got to do is you got to be seen.
Yes.
You got to be seen. Somebody's got to know that you're there. In order for you to grow anything that you're trying to prosper in, you have to first be on a platform so people will at least know who you are. You know, as there's an old saying where people would say, who are you and why should I care? I think the first time, and to be honest, the first time I heard that, I was offended because I didn't understand the language and what they were speaking. But there is real truth in that, because people will work with you, but they want to know, for one, who you are, what you have to add, and how can they, and then they can assess if they can even work with you.
That's true. And you know what? A lot of times, Dr. Mike, I think many people are afraid to get on social media because they feel like, what if someone doesn't like what I have on? What if someone doesn't like what I have to say? You know, what if? And it's all about the theys instead of being about what is the one thing that God has given you to walk in your purpose that you need to share with folks all around the world. Because I know personally, I was catering to the theys, worrying about, okay, what if somebody's going to say? Will they like me? Will they not? What about my face? What about, you know, my smile? But you know what? I don't care about the theys, because I have to answer for what I've been called to the planet to do.
Right.
And so have you ever felt that way about it? I mean, you're a DJ, and so you DJ parties, you do huge events all over the world now.
Yes.
But have you ever had a time in your career where you say, well, I'm gonna go DJ, but I don't want to be on social media. I don't want to be on the news. I don't want to be on nothing else. Because you have been on the news too.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
I have. Before I continue, I see that they're talking in the feed that there's a bad echo, and I don't get that on my end, but I don't know if that's something that
Yeah.
you know about.
I'm not
I don't.
getting, let me see. I think I'm getting that on my end too.
It could be me because I'm not plugged into an actual source. I mean, it's just
Okay,
my
yeah.
my microphone for my
Okay.
camera.
Do you
But
have a
anyhow,
headset?
I got a little distracted. Please forgive me. But one of the things that I mean that it takes a lot. It's not so much as being seen as it is when it comes to your vision and what God has given you to do. Hopefully, me speaking a little softer, you can still hear me all right. But it takes a lot more. Um, okay, it takes a lot more to know that what you have in your vision is something that you know that you can add to. So here's what I'm saying is that if people are getting into the world of
Mhm.
the digital platform and they want to grow, your vision has to be bigger than yourself, for one.
Right.
For
Mhm.
two, you have to understand that what you're doing in your vision may come for you to put in some free work. Because I heard somebody say that the free work, matter of fact, let me quote Dr. Ruben West says the free work is the key work. Dr. Tracy
Yes.
Ward says because sometimes you got to get from the free work to the key work. But how do you do that? Sometimes you have to put in the sacrifice because a lot of people want to elevate themselves, but they don't want to sacrifice to get there. But in the
Right.
digital platform, this is how you build relationships. This is how you
Hmm.
meet people. Because when
Yes.
people know what you have to offer, then you can find out what you can actually do for them, and they look for ways to fit
Hmm.
you in. Because
That's
I
right.
had no way of knowing that this, and I'm going to give all the credit to the pandemic because
Hmm.
that's what started DJ Mike J on a digital platform, and hasn't
Exactly.
even been really. It's been maybe what, a year now, a year since
Hmm.
we've been here,
Hmm.
and I'll tell you, in a year's time, I started doing my DJ live. I started doing mixed parties on my own, just at home, because I knew that everybody was stuck at home, and I had everything to give everybody an opportunity
Right.
to just catch a break and have a good time. But in doing that, I started networking. I started meeting people just from doing something that I love doing. And
Yeah.
because I love doing it, somebody else said, man, there's something that you can do for me. Allow me an
Hmm.
opportunity, because they know it's my business. But you know what?
Exactly.
Even in business, you make the sacrifice to make connections. And that was my sacrifice to give back to the community.
Awesome. So I'd like you, if you would, to take a moment when you talk about the free work is the key work. And I'm gonna mute your mic for 1 minute. Let me see. Is that might be better. But when you talk about the free work is the key work, I want to highlight you for a moment because the other Friday you did like a free concert. And you and I have been talking about doing some things, and we'll let the secret sauce out later. But you did some free stuff that was amazing. So can you, I just want to spotlight you for a second, and can you tell people why you do the free work with your music? Because it is unequivocally the key work, because a lot of us were able to sleep, and that was Thursday night. I stand corrected. Thursday night we were able to sleep so well, and we woke into a new day feeling rejuvenated. So can you kind of share about that? And I'm gonna highlight you, and then if you will, unmute your mic.
Okay, yes. Part of that, and here's the thing, is that what I've done is that I wanted people to have an opportunity to relax. And so what I've done is I've actually created a night and it's a random night. It's just a night that I would choose to go live. And sometimes it's on a Thursday, or sometimes it's maybe a Friday. I don't really do Saturdays as much anymore. But the reason I do this is because, listen, I understand that a lot of us have hard days. Not only have hard days, but we have hard weeks. And I mean, when I'm saying we have hard days and hard weeks, sometimes the rigors of the work can get to us. Sometimes the stress of the day can get to us. Sometimes the kids can get to us. And so what I've done is I've created an avenue for me to just give myself the time to relax. And sometimes we forget that even in the midst of all that we're doing, to take the time to relax. So what I started doing was on Thursday nights or Friday nights, towards the end of the work week, I would always do a live. And here's the thing, is that nobody would ever know I was going live because I never tagged anyone. And I never made a big list and hit all these people and said, hey, come in here and be with me. All I did was I opened up the line and I hit go. And what happened and what I learned is that when people are looking for an avenue to relax, to clear their mind, is that they'll come in and they will receive something special, because the music really feeds the soul. And I've heard many countless people tell me that. And because of doing that, this has built my connections with other people. And I can't even tell you, I've made connections that has now put me not only in DC, that's going to have me going to Phoenix, Arizona, because of what I'm doing. Because you create something with the opportunity to be on this digital platform.
Exactly. And I know some folks said there was a little echo. Do you guys still hear that echo? If you hear that echo, give us like a thumbs up. But I want to say hi to Melissa Hawes. Great to see you.
Hey, Melissa.
And Vera Wallacan. Great to see you. And Randy's with us. Hey, Randy. Hi.
Randy, my guy.
Angie's there. Thank you so much. Robert is there. Hey, how you doing? All right. And so, Angie, is there still an echo? Okay, she said yes from Lotus. Okay, so I'm not really sure why that's happening, but let me see if I can.
Okay, you want me to say something? If the echo's coming from my side, guys, please let me know. I'm not sure. If DJ Mike J is good, just say DJ Mike J is good, or let me know that thumbs up, I'm fine. If it's me on my end, Cynthia, you still hear the echo from my side? Or I'm good. Randy, the thumb up mean I'm good? I assume that's what that means. Okay. Lotus, you're muted.
Okay.
Not from me. It's not from me. They said it's not from me.
Yeah, it may be coming from my side.
That's
Let me
okay.
see it. I may have to jump in another way, but that's okay. Give us one quick second, folks, and I'm gonna jump in another way so everybody can hear me.
See the power of the digital platform, guys? Isn't this amazing? There's a lot that you can learn from the digital platform, and the thing about that, let me say, is that you can't be afraid to get in the light, even when the light is dim. You hear what I'm saying? Sometimes the light is dim and it may not always shine the way it needs to, but putting yourself in the position to be heard is key. So even though we have technical issues, guess what? We're still on the digital platform and we're still making things happen. And you know what? And the people that need to hear it will be here to hear it. And this is why I love being on a digital platform, is that we can connect with people even in the midst of what? Some little glitches. When we have that happen, we fix it and we move on. But that's the power of the digital stage. You're muted. You're still muted.
There we go. Okay, you guys were looking at my hand. Can you hear me now?
Look at your camera in your lap, Lotus. That's amazing. Hello.
This is the power
Yes.
of being digital.
Yes.
I think we echo. Hey, don't Cynthia Lee, see you. And I'm not sure echo. What I'm gonna do is jump off right on. Okay. So very quickly.
I hear it now. I didn't hear it before, but now I hear it.
Okay. Probably because I'm using the phone. But I'm gonna jump right on. Mike, I'd like you, if you would, go ahead and talk about why is or have you. Hold on one second. There we go. Why have you to a digital platform garnered millions of dollars for people who were prepared? Because a lot of people weren't prepared, and they're still not prepared. They don't know how to get in front of the right people. So I'm going to jump off, and I'm going to leave you, and I'm going to come right back.
Give me that question real quick, Lotus, again, because you was a little grainy.
Okay. So the question is, why is it that millionaires have been made in the time of the pandemic because of the digital space?
Yes. Okay, and I'll elaborate on that. And the question was, why have people made millions during this pandemic in a digital world? And guys, listen, my take is just this. It's plain and simple. It's because for one, a lot of us are new to the digital world. A lot of us have been here for a long time, but there are some people who have evolved like me. You know, DJ Mike J has really taken off in a direction that I mean, up isn't even the answer for where I've been and what I'm doing and where I've gone. But the fact of this matter is that when you have an opportunity to put yourself in the place, you can have as much talent in the world, but if nobody discovers you, then how can they reach you? That's what people have asked me. DJ Mike J, how can we reach you? I mean, because if you are not reachable, you're not attainable. And if they can't get you, there's nothing they can do to help you. And one of the things I see why people have made millions and millions, because there's been a two-part slide to this. When I know that we're talking about the platform of being digital, but we're also talking about business, with this pandemic, there's been two sides to this. You've either declined in business or you shot up. There's really no middle ground. Think about this, guys. When we talk about what the pandemic has done, there has been a slide up or a slide down. And that's just a fact, because either people have put in the work and have elevated themselves, or they fell victim to the pandemic and chose to stand still, and for that reason they've slid off. Okay, so the thing is that when you're consistent with putting yourself in the position to be seen, somebody will notice you. So you don't want to put yourself in a position of assuming that because everything around you has stopped moving, that it's okay for you to sit back and see. And sometimes you do your best work in the dark. Let me say that again. Sometimes you do your best work in the dark, because there's a lot of things that happen behind closed doors that a lot of people don't know. There's a lot of preparation that happens that people don't know about. So when you come out, guess what? You're ready. And people want to see that you're ready. So you have to put in the work where people don't even know that you've even picked up the pen. And that right there helps prepare you for the digital platform. It helps you to be ready. You know how many times we'll turn these cameras on and we don't have anybody in here with us, and we'll just look at ourselves and might talk, just have a random conversation. All of those things help to prepare you for your success in the digital world. Putting yourself in the position is one thing, but you have to practice your craft to get good at it.
Exactly. And I had someone say, I think Melissa said when your mic was off, they didn't hear the echo. So I'm going to try to speak with your mic off, and then I'm going to leave way for you to speak as well. So like I was sharing earlier, and thanks, DJ Mike. And see, this is why it is imperative for you to connect with people in a digital way, because what has happened, and I'm going to be sharing this in Clubhouse tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the show host Kim Jacobs of the Kim Jacobs Show. I have grown exponentially when it comes to family, because DJ Mike and I, Dr. Michael Freeland and I, have become family. I have family all over the world that I did not have before. Why? Because I got digitally connected with them. And when we met digitally, we had a meeting of the heart and the mind and the soul. Even the Bible says, where there are 2 or 3 gathered in my name, touching in the green, I'll be in the midst. But the Bible wasn't talking about just physically touching, because we're spiritual beings having a human experience. So it's our spirits that come together. And so because of that, you can get on the digital wave, if you will, and connect. I have connected with more people before the pandemic and during the pandemic than I have in the past 5 years. And if you have experienced the same thing, I'd like you to put a 5 in the comment block, because that lets me know that you're doing something right for your business. You're doing something right for your private life. Okay. And if you're not connecting with people, my question to you is why not? And I double dog dare you, because the free work is the key work. So you've got to get in where you fit in, and you got to jump on things like this that Kim Jacobs is having tonight. You got to also jump on other things that Mike and I are a part of, and other folks are a part of, that we know and that we love. And so I'm going to share some other things with you in regard to that. So Mike, we didn't want to be on long, and I'm going to share some other things, but But Mike, hold on, let me mute your mic one more time. But Mike, I'd like you to share with people why, as a civility ambassador, why has it been so fruitful as a civility ambassador to elevate yourself digitally, globally? Because we're not just talking about our front yard. We're not just talking about the town we grew up in or the state we grew up in. We're talking about other countries, okay, and other spaces of mind and spaces of heart, because it really does change that once you start connecting. Mike?
Absolutely. One of the things I wanted to share is that my global initiative. If you've had my book or you don't even know about my book is titled "Free Your Land: Developing Your Mental Real Estate." Real estate of what? Of your mind, the state of your mind, your mentality. So here's what I know is that in mental real estate, everybody owns it. Everybody has it. Everybody possesses it. And so my job as a world civility ambassador is to reach the hearts and the minds of the people who have their mental real estate and help them to understand just a little bit more about themselves. It's not for me to diminish who people are. It's for me to add value to who they know that they can possibly be, and help to expand on the potential that they already have. So freeing your land is the global initiative, but to develop people's mental real estate is the piece of work that helps me to elevate around the world. I just spoke with my good friend Matthias Matola over in Mozambique this past weekend. I did an hour segment with him, and one of our topics that we spoke on was developing your mental real estate of our youth. Developing mental real estate of our youth. So we were speaking about the youth, and over there doing that, it was a phenomenal experience. But one thing I learned about being a World Civility Ambassador is that you get perspectives from people all around the world. And guess what? Sometimes it puts your perspective on the shelf. So everybody, what you may think when you deal with overseas, when you deal with other countries and other traditions and how they raise their children and how they have their own upbringings and their belief systems. You have to take a step back just to understand it in the mind of mental real estate and how we're developing people's minds around the world. That it's definitely worth taking the time. But if you can't do good, shh. Let me say that. If you cannot do good, shh. Because listen, I would never speak on anything that I felt would hurt anyone. And I pray about these things because, see, prayer is important. Because when you're dealing with lives, it's important to know that you're responsible for what you put out there. And every time you speak, you have to speak with the best of intention to make sure that people who get the message can utilize that information for their good. Do you hear that? For their good. Okay, I'm done. I can keep going, but I love this stuff.
So, Mike, I want to thank you for that, because it is unequivocal that we have to really free our land and free our mental real estate. And the way we do that is really doing just as you shared. And I know you were with Professor Matthias Matola. I think he's in South Africa, right? On the Africa Civility Show. And I got to tell you, you guys were just really helping young people all around the world as you guys talked about allowing themselves to be free in their mind, because when you change what you think about changes. And y'all know how I do. I'm always bringing up some secret sauce, and nothing has changed today. I'm about to bring up some secret sauce, and and people are trying to connect with me, but I'm about to bring up some secret sauce, because this is Professor Matthias, and as you see, this is a show. It's called the Africa Civility Show, and Dr. DJ Mike Freeland was there, and he was talking about how you can do that. And we have it muted right now, but I'm going to see if I can get some sound on there for you in a quick minute, because I want you to be able to hear some of the things that he was sharing today. And guess what? This was digital. Okay? Digital. So, Mike, I have the secret sauce. How was it to speak into the lives of millions of people in Africa?
It was an amazing opportunity, amazing experience, and one that I took very serious. And I say that because, like I said, I'm really sensitive when I believe I'm speaking, when I know I'm speaking to God's people, that I have a message to deliver. If God has given me something to give to other people, I treat that as carefully and I handle it as delicate as I do my own children. Because the lives of our youth, and I said that when I was on the show, that, our youth are the anchors for our future, and we have to continue to pour into our youth. It's not so much as just bringing them along, it's a matter of what are we teaching them, because we got a lot of youth that are actually jumping ahead of some of our older folks in life, but they may be moving physically ahead of us, but what they don't have are the tools to understand the way they have to move. So we was giving them some tools and some things, but it was amazing. I had a great time. And it's funny because speaking about the youth, there were a lot of parents that were watching, and there was a lady in the comment that mentioned, she says, look, I don't have any children, she says, but after this class, I think I'm ready.
You must have been playing Marvin Gaye.
I didn't play any music. I left DJ Mike J on the shelf, but she was ready apparently.
Mm-hmm. And Professor Mateus had a great question for you, and so I want to take a moment to have him ask that question, and we want to hear what your response was. Here goes.
Question two is, how can we help young people discern, or discover their vision or end purpose in life? Because yes, I believe that will make a huge difference as far as choices are concerned. Because now they know, I'm going to this place. This is where I want to reach in terms of what I want to be and do in the near future. So now that may help a young person begin to live a disciplined life, because he now knows, or she knows where she's going to. But how to help this person discern or discover their vision and or purpose in life?
Yes. But now let me say this, when it comes to your vision, that is God-given. See, the vision is, it doesn't matter what you believe in, what system you believe in, but what I'm saying is the vision is a connection that gives you something mentally. You may see something that triggers a vision for you that you know, how many times have you seen a vision that you hadn't even realized yet? But later down the road, you feel like you've been there before, because that's a part of the vision that was given to you. See, the vision it helps set the purpose in motion, because if you can understand what you can see, then you can develop the reason why you feel like you need to be in that vision. That vision has to become a part of you. So in the vision, you said it best, how people can get this thing, they can grow, they can do more when they get a vision. That this is why I'm saying spend some time with yourself, because if you can do that, the vision, what they say, see the vision, make it plain. Because if you get the vision, sometimes it's a little foggy, but it may not be based on the vision, it may be based on you. But if you take the time to understand that the vision is still there and it hasn't left, that's how you know there's a purpose attached to your vision. If you've had a vision of becoming a business owner, if you've had a vision of owning a church, remember how many times you keep moving on with life. You move on with life, and what happens? That vision shows itself to you again.
Woo! Just amazing. Dr. Mike, you did that. And so those of you that have not seen this particular video of him, you have not seen this particular show, let me know, inbox me, DM me, and I'm going to send it to you, because some of us did not even see digital coming. We didn't even think about digital. We didn't know nothing about digital. But what we know is that it is here. So my question to you today is, where are you? Where are you? I'm going to ask some questions tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the host of the Kim Jacobs Show, Miss Kim Jacobs herself. And I saw her come in the house. Hey, Kim Jacobs, what's going on? Good to see you. I'm going to ask some questions of the people in there tonight. Where are you? You may not have had the vision of digital, but Dr. Mike has shared with us, oftentimes God's vision for us is greater than the vision that we have vision for ourselves. And you know how I even know that even more, Dr. Mike?
How's that?
How is that? I'm going to show you how. This is how I know. Because if you look at a couple of things, let me go here first. If you look at a couple of things that I've learned in such a short amount of time, let me see if I can bring this up. I'm just going to share some things with you guys. That's somebody that I've never known. Miss Audiomi, Tracy Audiomi. She's going to be on my show tomorrow night as a doubleheader. I never knew her until now. And then another reason why I know that digital is unequivocally the way to go is because I'm on shows, live broadcasts, Conversations That Matter. It's a live broadcast starting April 17th. How has communication changed the world since the pandemic? These are civility ambassadors from all around the world. And see, you just see some from the United States here, but we've got people from Mozambique. We've got people everywhere around the world that is joining us. Another way that I know, I'm gonna just put it on out there. Tomorrow, in my double header, tomorrow morning at 11 a.m., I'm having my friend all the way from the UK. We talking about why love is important in business from world-class business change makers. And catch this. Let me tell you what he and a zillion other people did. Let me go and show you this right quick. And this only happened, Mike, I kid you not, this only happened because we didn't always see the dream, but we embraced it. These are people from all over the world. We had over 100,000 people join us. And this is a book that many of us are in. And this, I mean, come on, look at, this is Dr. Travis Fox. He's been on all types of television shows. He's a speaker. I mean, he does amazing things. And this is Unstoppable Tracy Schmidt. You guys probably heard of her. T.D. Horsefall, you probably heard of her. Megan Fettis, and so on and so on. And my friend Annie Koshi, she's a branding strategist. She's a media personality. Okay, so all of these people from all over the world are there. And guess what? I'm there. I'm in this book. And I could not have been in this book without a digital connection. And here's something even more interesting. Shirley Patterson from Patterson, New Jersey. Camille, where you coming in from? Miss Shirley Murphy is coming in from Nigeria, Africa. Cynthia Lee Hinton, where are you coming in from? Tamika Jones, where are you coming in from? Randy Hawes, where are you coming in from? Because you all have showed up and you are igniting and taking flight in the digital realm of your life. And guess what? Tonight, you think this few minutes with Dr. Mike Freeland and Lotus Richey has been something? Make sure you join us tonight with the remarkable show host, Kim Jacobs of the Kim Jacobs Show in our clubhouse. It's her clubhouse. I just been invited to the table. So, I mean, Mike, we came, we saw, we told. Join us tonight. How to elevate yourself in the digital world. If you have any questions, that you want to learn about, hit us up, let us know, but join us. Make sure you join us. If you need the link to come into Clubhouse, now you already got to be on with Clubhouse, and you also have to have an iPhone. And see, digital may not have been your vision, yet it is here. Where are you? So, Dr. DJ Mike, I would like you to have your final words of wisdom. And I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us for a quick minute to let us know that you're here, that you're with us. Cynthia is in from New Jersey, Buffalo, New York. Melissa Haas, where you coming in from? Melissa said, I have great friends I never would have met without digital platforms. How many of you have met at least 5 people? 5 people. The number 5 is the number today, y'all, for some reason. 5 people during the pandemic that has changed your life. That has changed your life. I know I have, because I met my friend Melissa Haas from Oklahoma because of digital platforms. Okay. Angela said, I have expanded my network worldwide due to digitalization. Kim says, Mike Freeland is incredible. Yes, he is. And y'all, if he wasn't on the road, he would turn it out in here today. And Angela, thank you so much. And Cynthia said, I have, especially after joining Clubhouse. And see, that is a digital platform. Randy said, I have met 5 at least. Tamika, she's throwing the hands up, clapping. I believe those are claps. And, you know, I really got to say, thank you, Kim. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I met Kim because of someone else I'm connected to. In the first meeting that Kim and I had, we were on digital. We were on Zoom. Shirley, I had met Shirley last year. And when we first met and talked, we were on Zoom, another digital platform. Shirley said the digital world is the new normal. Without it, nothing else matters. Cynthia said, or iPad. That's right. So please make sure you jump in. Join us with Kim Jacobs from the Kim Jacobs Show at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Clubhouse at Kim Jacobs. You don't want to miss this, because I'm going to be giving away some golden nuggets. And for those of you that come on here, I'm also going to give you a phenomenal gift, but you got to be in Clubhouse to get that gift. You're not going to get it anywhere else. It's not going to be on my website. You're not going to see it in an advertisement, because this is special for Kim Jacobs and her Clubhouse, because she has honored me as a guest to put me in the hot seat to find out how to elevate yourself in a digital world. And I'm telling you, I'm bringing the fire. So if you got some questions, make sure you get them over to us. Okay. And if it's anything I need to research ahead of time, y'all know I love to do research, and I'll have the answer for you. So make sure you join us tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in Clubhouse. I'm going to be looking for you. So DJ Mike J, can you please give us your final words of wisdom? And then we about to head on out.
Okay. All right. First of all, I wanted to say, listen, the Kim Jacobs Show is going to be phenomenal. Listen, she's not blowing smoke, guys. This is real. You do not want to miss this opportunity to be a part of the Kim Jacobs Show. Also having Dr. Lotus Lachey in there as a guest. 2 power hitters, guys. And listen, information abounding. There's no amount of information that you can get that is not useful. So with that said, I wanted to just continue to inspire you guys to use your digital platforms. If you have it, listen, even me, Dr. Michael Freeland, DJ Mike J, I still have to continue to grow and expand, because guess what? The digital world is expanding. And just like the evolution in time, the evolution in the digital world will continue to grow. And in order to not be left behind, sometimes you got to get on the train. Let me say that again. In order to not be left behind, sometimes you got to get on the train. But guess what? You got to punch your ticket. Okay, so you got to get yourselves right, get yourselves prepared, because let me equate this to something. Everybody knows what a chain link fence is. I can say each and every one of us is a link on that chain link fence. But what if you stretch that fence 5-6 miles? You can stretch a fence as long as you want, as long as you have enough fence line, right? Absolutely. But check this out. What happens if on one side of the fence, if it was 2 miles long, what happens on one side of the fence if we decided to put jumper cables with a battery on the fence with that cable? And as soon as we touch that wire on that fence, guess what? Everybody on the other side of the fence gets affected by the electricity. Oh my God, this is good. I want you to know this, because when we're talking about making connections in a digital world, you can be affected if you're on the fence. So this is why I said each and every one of us are links to this fence, because on one side, the electricity's coming. But believe me, when the electricity hits that fence line, you want to be a link on that chain, because it's going to spread through everybody that is connected. So this is why it's important with the digital platform to be a part of this platform, to grow so that you can know, and also grow so that you can go. This is Dr. Michael Freeland, and I wanted to thank you all for just giving me a few minutes of your day. Thank you, Dr. Lotus Rashay, for giving me this platform and a little bit of your time to allow me to speak. Thank you all so much, and God bless you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Michael Freeland. Let me tell you, make sure you grab his book. You can grab his book right here. And you know how I do. I love to get lost in the sauce. And I double dog challenge all of you to grab your biscuit and sop some of this up. Because just like your grandmom and everybody used to say, sop it up, sop it up. And tell you what, if you look in the comment, there is every reason to grab this book. If you look in the comment, it's coming in the comment. Here is the website where you can go and grab his book. I put it in there. It said error, but guess what? Bam, there it is right there. Go ahead and grab it. It's in the comment. Free Your Land, Developing Your Mental Real Estate. Okay, because what you think about, you bring about. So I got to tell you, I'm super duper happy. I'm happy that Dr. DJ Mike Freeland has joined me today. And I'm happy that all of you have joined me today as we shared a few moments about how to elevate yourself in the digital world, because I just really came on to tell you guys that I'm going to be there with Kim. I mean, it's just an honor. It's just a true honor to be in Clubhouse with Kim. She has been all over the world. She's worked with some of the best people on the planet. And I'm here to tell you, it's shaking, it's doing what it's want to do. But I'm going to be there with Kim, and you can be there too. And I definitely want to thank everybody that I'm on board with, Dr. Sonia Robinson, because of course, we got this thing coming up in April. You definitely want to be a part of that. And I'm just thankful to everybody's platform that they're welcoming me to. Patricia Rogers, and of course, Rogi and Nigeria, Africa, Foundation Lab, and so on and so on and so on. And I can go on, but I won't. And double special thanks to Miss Charlene Sparks. She's just doing some things. She's just doing some remarkable things for women and for the medical field, and Dana Lee Hines and Nurses Ball. I'm just thankful to all of you guys. And I can't wait either to have you on the Kim Jacobs Show, Michael Freeland. So she can't wait. And I can't wait to see you guys tonight at the Kim Jacobs Show inside Clubhouse, where we will be talking about how to elevate yourself in the digital world. So thanks, DJ Mike J. Make sure y'all pick up his book. And so with no further ado, I'm shooting this right to you. Have a great day. I'll see you at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the remarkable Kim Jacobs of It's the Kim Jacobs Show. Hey, that's what you need to know. Have a good night, and we'll see you later. Thank you to Dr. DJ Mike J. Thank you too.